You know what happens when mommy money and daddy money get married and they decide they want to have little baby monies? That's the concept of compound interest.
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Marvin,
Amber,
and Liberty,
and we're with the family. Okay, guys, we're coming to you guys today with a super cool video. We're very excited to talk about it. It's something that you may not have heard much about it, but we're gonna tell you about it. It's a new challenge. We all love challenges, and so we're gonna tell you a new challenge. Okay, it's called the $5 a day wealth building challenge. Now, what is the $5 a day wealth building challenge? Okay, it was a challenge started by a guy named Dr. Boyce Watkins. He's a PhD in finance. He's written a bunch of books. He's got 1,000 videos on YouTube. Just look him up, Dr. Boyce Watkins. He talks about a range of topics, but the main thing is financial empowerment. So we as a family, we decided to watch one of his videos about how you can build wealth with as little as $5 a day. And I was like, huh? But we decided to jump on it nonetheless, and it's the $5 a day wealth building challenge. And what it is that the belief mathematically is that if you take $5 a day and invest it into an investment account, over a period of time, your money will grow, and it will continue to grow because of a beautiful thing called compound interest. So compound interest is actually a way that your money is able to make more money. You know what happens when mommy money and daddy money get married and they decide they want to have little baby monies? That's the concept of compound interest. It's super dope, first and foremost, because we've been doing it for a couple of months at this point, like almost 3 months, and we have a value currently. Hold on, let me show you.
Yeah, we gotta show you guys.
You may not believe me until you see it. Hold on. We have a current value of $427.20. That is just off of straight having $5 come out of our account. $5 is like the cost of like a Starbucks coffee, a McDonald's Big Mac,
McDonald's delicious.
Yucky McDonald's, a Subway sandwich, whatever. It's a forgettable amount of money.
It is.
And so that's been going into our investing account. It's been invested. It's invested in a bunch of different companies. It's in what's called mutual funds or exchange traded funds. And how we're able to do it, guys, is through what's called the Acorns app. If you haven't heard of Acorns, it's a really neat app that anybody can download on their phone. And what you can do is you actually can link your checking card or your debit card to it, and you're able to actually have the spare change from all of if you go to the grocery store, the restaurant, the gas station, it'll round up your purchase to the next dollar and take that little difference and it'll put it in an investing account.
And we actually were watching The Breakfast Club, oddly enough, and there was a lady, do you recall her name?
I don't remember her name, but she was, we're going to put the link. Yeah,
we'll put the link up there so you guys can see it. But yeah, she actually brought it to light as far as the Acorns app for a lot of people. And so when we saw that, you know what, my baby, him being in the financial world, he already was familiar with it. But then we were able to gain more knowledge and information about it from the Breakfast Club. And so that's how we got started. So we actually started the program a little while ago, but then we just upped our ante, if you will, by, Dr. Boyce Watkins and his challenge.
$5 a day
exactly,
And we, of course, we're career people, so we have our own, we have retirement accounts and other types of investments out there. But I think the $5 a day challenge is something that anybody could do. If you work a regular job, you don't have to make six figures.
That's
we spend money every single day for the most part. If you go out to eat every single day, and instead bring something from home, but take that money that you normally would spend to go out to eat and invest it.
Exactly.
It may not be sexy. It may not be something that you hear rappers talking about. Well, ever since 444, people talking about it now.
That's true.
But it's setting yourself up to win in the future.
Exactly.
All of the people that you see the Warren Buffetts, the Steve Jobs, all of these people that are really getting to the money, they are all investing.
Exactly.
And that's how you take advantage of your money instead of spending it on something that's going to lose value or something that you just going to forget about a minute later. Why not squirrel that money to the side? It don't got to be a big amount of money.
Not at all. And especially in our culture, you guys, and I mean, we could just talk about it for days and days about why we are not good with our money. We already know we got a super late start, you guys, just due to slavery and all that stuff, but it's not too late to start right now. And I think that I think it was Dr. Boyce, or maybe it was Dr. Umar Johnson. I don't remember who it was we were watching, but you know, there's been a lot of talk about a lot of the materialistic things that we put more focus on, and I think that that's something that we can start with first, because you know, us as black people, we like to look good, you know, for whatever reason. So I just think that if we start by taking some of that money that we spend mainly on our appearance and how we look and start, you know, investing it, I think that that would be a really great start. And the thing you have to think about, you guys, is that a lot of times while we're spending so much money on all this materialistic stuff, like nobody even really knows, nobody even really cares. I mean, there are some people that care, but when you think about it from if you just step outside of your house, for example, and you just go like to the store, you know, nobody knows that I have a Michael Kors handbag, you know. I mean, I guess unless I have the emblem, but I mean, nobody really cares like that on a larger scale of things, you know. So we're so concerned sometimes, really it's not even for us, it's about what other people think, that we're buying all this stuff, and then like Babe just said, it has like no value, you know, so to speak. I mean, you could sell it, but you're not going to get what you paid for it. But if you take, you know, just even a portion of that money that you would use to buy a nice handbag or some nice shoes and invest that, then it's like when you start seeing those gains and that money just piling up, it's just a great feeling, you know. And that's what we're teaching Liberty. We're teaching our daughter that, you know, that it's like, it's not about like material stuff. There's nothing wrong with that, because we have nice stuff, you know, but we're not sitting there spending money on nice fancy type things, and then we don't have our money put aside for our future. And that's
the great thing about investing is that it's best to just automate as much of your life as possible. We have virtually all of our bills in the home. We have it all just automated. That way there's never late fees, there's never past due disconnect notices and stuff like that. That never happens, because we know what we bring in, and as long as we keep that money in the pot, everything is good. Everybody's gonna get paid. Light company, T-Mobile, all of them gonna get their money. Comcast. And so I just wanted to show you guys just quickly, at the age of 75, for example, if we invested $5 a day and nothing more, the projected value, I don't know if you can see it, but the projected value is $289,000 at the age of 75.
That's pretty
And
cool.
it will give you, like, you can actually play around with the numbers, and you might be able to do a lot more than $5 a day. But even at the age of just $5 a day, at the age of 60, when we'll be about ready to retire, just off of that alone, we'll have 100 G's.
And isn't that amazing?
100 G's.
And that's just one of our investment stocks. Yeah, that's just one area where we have money currently. So I mean, I think Babe, because he was the one obviously that brought it to our attention, because he saw the episode initially and then he shared it with me with Dr. Boyce Watkins. I mean, it's really so simple, you guys. And the interesting thing is that some of us just don't have the information. That's the reason why, you know, we wanted to do this video, is to let you guys know that it is very doable. You know, it can be done. You can actually see some what do you call it? You can see some returns like now. You don't have to wait until forever. I mean, Babe just did an analysis for years to come, but as you see, we've been doing this only for a couple of months, the $5 challenge, and look where we are. We're almost to $500 just like that.
It's better than just sitting in our checking or savings account, not earning no interest or getting spent.
You
know,
most definitely.
I think that when you start to think like a grown-up. It's one of the things that, you know, we're afraid of getting older. Some of us, we're not, because we believe that we're putting roots down now that's going to make our retirement, when we do retire, a very comfortable thing. And we want you guys to have that same level of comfort. You know, as much as we take care, because we're vegans now, so we're taking care of our inside. We exercise, so we're taking care of our body. We're fed, you know, spiritually, so we're taking care of that. So you can't be balanced in one area but then be lopsided in another. So the money is definitely next to your health. That's one of the main things you got to be on top of the older you get. If you're single, that's great because you really got time to ramp it up. But if you've got a family, if you got kids, stuff like that, this is stuff you gotta be thinking about. And it doesn't take Warren Buffett, it doesn't take a PhD to get the stuff figured out. It's real easy. There are apps, there's Acorns, and then there's another one that I wanted to talk about briefly called Robinhood. So you might say, you know what, I'm interested, you know, if you own a bunch of Jordans, for example, you might say, you know what, I own some Jordans. So, you know, if you own a bunch of Jordans, for example, you definitely need to be owning some Nike stock because you are basically paying yourself back on your own investment. So that's like super dope. Like it's a bunch of stocks right here, and this is through the Robinhood app. This is another app out there, guys, that you can use to actually buy stocks directly from companies. We don't recommend putting, oh, look at the baby. We don't recommend putting a bunch of money unless you are really educated on purchasing stocks. But you definitely, it's so crazy. You definitely should be owning stocks of brands that you use
support,
on a day-to-day basis.
Exactly, yeah.
So, for example, if you wanted to, if you were on Twitter, for example, you use Twitter a lot. You can own a share of Twitter stock for $16. $16 to own a share of Twitter stock. That's like lunch.
Yeah, and how much are Jordans? Like $250 or how much are they?
It depends on what you give.
Okay.
But the Nike stock is 50 bucks.
Okay, so that means you could, if you buy a pair of Jordans, I don't know how much they are, y'all, because I don't have any Jordans, but let's just say they're $250, $300, whatever, $250. Then that's 4 shares right there. If they're 50, that you got that you can replace that with. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're an owner.
Because think about it, if you got one pair of Jordans, more than likely you probably got a lot more. Yeah. So, you know, you can take that sacrifice and be like, yo, let me get some, you know, some stocks. Let me actually start owning something to help myself and my family, you know, because y'all know we are so behind. We're very behind. And we since we've been blessed to get the knowledge, we have to share it with you guys, you know.
We don't believe in keeping this stuff to ourselves.
No.
You don't live long by keeping stuff like this.
Not at all.
But like I said, you might not have $50, for example, to own a share of Nike stock, but you can save up to get to that point.
True.
You can save up. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole bunch of stocks, and we're not gonna tell you what stocks to pick. Please don't ask us that because that's opening yourself up for losses. But just start with the brands that you use. If you own a Ford, for example, look and see how much it costs to own a share of Ford stock. So let me just type that in right quick. So to own a share of Ford stock, $10.
Wow.
$10 to own a share of Ford, to be an owner in Ford, a shareholder of Ford. Give me another one.
Let's say Apple, a big one, Apple.
Oh, and now Apple is a little expensive.
Well, let's see what
Apple's
it is,
$163 a share.
Yeah.
So that's not too bad.
That's not too bad. You know, for some people, that's like nothing.
Yeah.
Let's see. What about Kroger? Let's do a grocery store.
Okay,
Kroger.
Kroger's okay. Let me look up. I'm gonna tell you. Look, if you want Kroger, okay. Kroger's is $22.13 for a share. Give me one more.
Walmart. Let's see. You know, everybody shops at Walmart for the most part. Yeah.
So a share of Walmart is, and the stock is down right now, but a share of Walmart is $78. And when you buy these shares, this is when you hear Jay-Z talk about legacy. This is all about, this is a legacy that you're creating for your family. This is stuff that we can pass down to Liv, that Liv can pass down to her children. Once you own the stock, it's yours. Nobody can take it from you. You'll start getting correspondence. Look, she counting money right now. But you become an owner. You start getting emails and letters from these companies when they have voting, voting for the stock, making decisions on the stock and all this stuff. You are an actual owner, so you switch from being a consumer of these goods to becoming an owner. And ownership is everything.
It is everything, y'all.
So if you want to get started on both of these apps that we're talking about that we've been using, the link is below. With the Acorns, if you sign up through our link below, they will actually give you $5 to start. And we get $5 as well, but it don't even matter. It's a blessing. We're blessed to be a blessing. So you get $5 to get started. And from there, you can start, having your change, round it up. You can start the $5 a day. You can automate it once you connect your bank account, and it's bank level security. So when you log in, it's just like logging into your bank. It's super duper secure. You ain't got to worry about none of that. And then you can set it up to automatically start investing $5 a day.
Really
or you can just have your change rounded up, or you can do both. It gives you a bunch of flexibility, and we can help you with that once you get started. If you want to start buying stocks directly, you can download the Robinhood app using the link that's below as well. So it's 2 links, one for the Acorns to start the $5 a day investing, and then it's another one for Robinhood. You can start owning some of these companies that you're already using on a regular basis. And with the Robinhood app, you actually will get a free share of stock to get started by signing up through our referral link. So again, we just want to help people. We want our community above everything to get in on this investing stuff, in addition to whatever other things you got going on. If you are working through your job and you got a 401k and all that, that's great. But don't depend on just that.
Don't depend on that. You need to have money, income streams from several different places. My babe says that all the time. And even I just want to just kind of say with Babe's line of work, he tells me all the time how, you know, he has clients that are, you know, he's working with them, but then they have money in different pots. It's not just with his company.
Nobody just has their eggs in one basket. You shouldn't. So these are 2 completely separate companies. They're not tied together, that you can get started. You can tell your friends and family, hey, I just bought a share of Nike stock today. The stock is doing blah, blah, blah. So I decided to buy a couple shares of Nike. We own a couple shares of different companies, but we use Southwest, for example. Let me just look up Southwest, by the way. I just want to just humor myself. So if we want to own a share of Southwest, we need to go ahead and go and buy some shares.
Yeah, we do.
It's $51.
And y'all know we use Southwest. And we have talked about it. We did some that were a little bit lower. Because we did a few of them. So we'll definitely jump on that in the future. I just wanted to add, babe, also you guys make it fun. Like get your family and your friends involved. You know, maybe even have like a $5 challenge, Acorn challenge party or something like that. Y'all know we do parties all the time. Power parties and scandal parties and you know, whatever type of thing. So just make it fun and just let people know, like something that you can do that will make you feel like, wow, I've really invested in myself. I've done something, and in my future, you know, I think it would make you feel really great by doing it. Instead of sometimes the things that we do, there is no benefit at all. You know, we just do it, you know, and we don't even think about like, okay, what am I gaining from this, or what am I helping someone else to gain from this? So you know, this is actually something that will help you, and it will help others around you.
So if you guys need help, you know, in this area, we're here to help. But there's a bunch of great videos on YouTube. We highly suggest that you, if you haven't subscribed to before you subscribe to us, subscribe to Dr. Boyce Watkins. Just not Google, just type it in YouTube, Dr. Boyce Watkins. Subscribe to it. We subscribe to it. He's been a definite major key of just continuing education and just always just learning about these things, these secrets that other cultures have been putting into practice for much longer than we have.
Of course.
But the great thing about knowledge is once you start looking for it, then you find more of it. So again, if you want to get started on getting both of these apps, the link is below. Just click that. Hit us up. Let us know how you're doing on your $5 a day challenge. We're excited to know. Like I said, we got $420 something that's been growing, and every day is $5, $5 is going in. So we'll probably do a follow-up to show y'all, you know, what it is after a year.
Babe.
You know, something like that. You know, make it fun and tell your friends about it. You know what I'm saying? Say, hey, look, the Family O got me started on this $5 a day investing challenge. I think you should do blah blah blah. We should do, you know, and it's just going. Our community is just going to be awesome. It's just going to be taken out. And like I said, this is just a couple of ways you can do it. There are other things that you can do, but we really now more than ever just have to start being intentional about our money.
That's right.
Yeah. So, as always, this is Marvin,
Amber,
and
Liberty Counter.
Liberty Money Counter.
Yes, and we're with the Family O. Thank you.